What if I told you that long before the famous kings of Babylon, before Hammurabi and his famous code, there was a woman who seized power in the shadows and created the first true empire on earth? Her name has been almost erased from history. But the few surviving clay tablets call her the Mother of Kings, the Lady of the Black Throne, and the one who made the gods themselves afraid. This is the wild, buried story of the first queen of Babylon and the terrifying secrets of the first empires. It begins around 4,500 years ago in the dusty cities of ancient Mesopotamia. Most people lived under the rule of local priests and warlords. Cities fought constantly over water and land. Then a woman appeared, not from a royal bloodline, not from a temple. According to the oldest fragments, she was born a commoner in a riverside village. Her family was wiped out in a raid. She survived alone. She didn't cry. She didn't beg. She watched. She learned. And she waited. When she finally walked into the city that would become Babylon, she carried nothing but a single black stone and a promise she made to something in the dark. The tablets claim she made a deal. Not with a human king, with an older power, something the early people called the ones who wait beneath the rivers. In exchange for power, she performed rituals that no priest would ever write down openly. She built the first hidden chambers under the city. She filled them with offerings of blood, gold, and living prisoners. The more she fed the darkness, the more the city grew. Within a few years, she controlled the water, the grain, and the armies. The first true empire was not born from war. It was born from a pact. She became the first queen of Babylon. But she never sat on a golden throne in public. She ruled from a black stone seat deep underground. Her face was never shown on statues. Her real name was never spoken aloud. Only her closest circle of priests and warriors knew the full truth. They called themselves the Keepers of the Veil. Anyone who tried to expose her secrets was taken into the underground chambers and never returned. The empire expanded faster than any before it. Cities surrendered without a fight. Rivers changed course at her command. People whispered that she could see the future and that her eyes never blinked. Here's the part that still chills historians. When the queen's power was at its peak, the keepers began performing larger rituals. They claimed the blood of the empire was the only thing keeping the ancient power satisfied. Thousands of people vanished over the years. Entire villages disappeared overnight. The official records called them tribute to the gods. But the secret tablets say something far darker. The queen was feeding an entity that lived beneath the city, so it would keep granting her victory and long life. Some tablets even claim she stopped aging, that her body remained young while the empire around her grew old. Eventually, the empire became too large. Too many people knew the truth. A group of high priests and rival generals tried to overthrow her. They stormed the underground chambers. What they found has never been fully described. The tablets stopped mid-sentence. All we know is that the queen vanished. The Black Throne was found empty. The city suffered a series of disasters, floods, plagues, and rebellions. The first empire collapsed almost overnight. And every later king of Babylon was warned in secret texts, never dig too deep beneath the old city. Never open the sealed chambers. Some things should stay buried. To this day, archaeologists working in the ruins of ancient Babylon report strange findings. Rooms that appear on no map. Chambers filled with black residue that cannot be identified. And clay tablets that speak of a queen who never truly died. Some local legends claim that on certain nights, when the wind is right, you can still hear a woman's voice rising from under the ground. She is still waiting. Still hungry? Still ruling from the dark. The first queen of Babylon may be the most powerful woman the ancient world ever produced. She built an empire from nothing. She controlled the first true superpower in human history. But she paid a price that no one fully understands. Her story is a reminder that the greatest secrets of the first empires were never written in the official history books. They were sealed in blood and buried deep underground. And some of those seals may already be cracking. The end. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe the first empires of the world were built on darker forces than we were taught? Would you dig under the ruins of Babylon if you knew what was waiting? Subscribe to Random Vibe Spark for more insane hidden history, wild ancient secrets, and reality-bending stories that will blow your mind.